Greetings friends, the YouTube channel is alive again and in a new location. So, the rest of Evanescence is pretty easy, so I'm literally just going to do the solo here. The key technique to have down here for this one is squealing, or well, pinched harmonics. And if you've not come across them before, that is basically where you're doing, obviously as you probably know, along the entire string you have natural harmonics, and they don't just occur over where the fretboard is, they're also up here as well. So what we're doing is you pick with your thumb, this is very hard to explain on YouTube, but you're picking, you know, and then coming through with your thumb onto the string, and then you're catching that harmonic as you're coming through. Now, certain harmonics are harder to hit than others, and of course, this harmonic I've just played here, if I press down the 3rd fret, you can hear it's now it's a different note, and your harmonics shift wherever you're fretting. So what I mean by that is your 12th fret harmonic, you can try this even if you're not doing the squealing thing. Obviously you probably know about the 12th fret natural harmonic, like that. So this is my 12th fret, by the way. The bird inlays actually are not very helpful for guitar lessons, to be honest, even though they look pretty. And then if you press down the 3rd fret, let's say, that 12th fret harmonic now doesn't work. It's moved to the 15th fret here. It's moved up 3 frets. So it was here, now it's here. Anyway, so we're going to go like this. 7 on the A string, hammer on to 9. Then 7, hammer on to 9 on the D string. Then same thing on the G string, but you're going to pull off as well. So what we've got is this. And then we go to 7 on the D string. And then we're going to go to 9 on the D string, and we're going to pinch harmonic. Like that. So it's all about finding the sweet spot on the strings. As you see where I'm picking, it changes, you know what I mean? Practice this plugged in with gain if this is something that you don't know how to do. Because if you're doing this like unplugged, you can't, it's quite hard to hear that when you got it right. The overdrive compresses the note, and it makes quiet stuff louder, because obviously if you're playing, you can hear like acoustically, this is much louder than that. So yeah, first lick goes like this. Wow. It's quite a hard harmonic to hit that. The sweet spot for me is about there, right where the neck pickup starts. But of course, this is a PRS, and what they do with a PRS is you've got 2 extra frets up here to get a 24th fret. So the access to the 22nd fret is like amazing. But the way they do that is by shifting the neck pickup this way a little bit. So I'd imagine that if this was a Les Paul, for example, your sweet spot would probably be like a bit further away from the neck pickup here. So kind of start picking the lick in that sweet spot, so that it's just, when you bring the squeal in, it's, yeah. Then we go like this. So that was 7 on the G string, hammer onto 9 and pull off again. Then 9 on the D string, then 7 on G, so you got. Then we go 9 on D, pull off to 7, 9 on A, 7 on D, and 9 on D. Those last 3 notes are all pinched, so like that. So you just sort of dig in and come through with your thumb, like that. that. So you've got... Then we go to 10 on the B string. Now Rob has put 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. That's what it's going to sound like. So big bend on 10, full string bend. Like that. One thing you can do as well is, if you can you hear I'm doing a rake into that bend? Kind of is a really nice way of leading into a bend instead of just going... I don't really know why rakes work really well, but they do. But the way you do that is by laying your right hand on the strings that you're not wanting to play, which is, again, it's quite tricky. And then as you're coming through, you use this bit of your hand as well. So you're starting with your sort of this bit of your hand, the side, and then as you come through, you're going to bring this bit onto the strings as well. And then as you're holding that bend, obviously you pick the... So it says 12 on the tab, but what that basically means is the note of the 12th fret. But you're basically going to hold the bend and then release it like that. Then we're going to go like this. So let me try that again. Hang on. There we go. So anyway, look, we start here. So 8 on B, and then it's more of a trill really. So you got 8, 10, 8, like that. Then 7 and 8 trill. So you've got this. Then we go. So that was 9, 7, 9 on the G, pull off to 7. So you got 9, 7 on B, 9 on G, pull off to 7. Then we've got this. So these are the last few notes now. So on the tab, so we've got 9 on D. So this is the last 5 notes on the tab. So we've got 9 on D, 7 on G, 9 pull off to 7, and then you're going to give that a little pinch if you can on that first one. And then what Rob's put on the tab is this, to go to 9 on the D string vibrato. So that note there is B, by the way. That's the key we're in. We're in B minor. What I do, and what I think may happen in the song, is that he goes to the 9th fret of the G string, and then he squeals like that and gets the B note out that way. So he goes like that. So that last lick then, let's see if I can actually do it correctly this time. There we go. So yeah, solo in its entirety then. There you go. So the rest of it, don't worry about it, you'll be absolutely fine. We'll go through that in the lesson. Cheers, guys.